Hi everybody, it's Dara, and it looks like it's a little dark, huh? I wanted to have nighttime with Dara, so I didn't turn on my big light so we could have a mood, a settle down, calm down mood. I am feeling so relaxed that I do want to eat a little something light and green. We're going to have romaine, and let me know if it's too dark. I will turn on some lights. I don't have my mic on. I don't have the lights on. I'll explain in a second what is going on. But I do know that I wasn't ready to just have a nighttime tonic, which I will have before I go to sleep. Making a nighty-night sleepy time tonic that's in my ebook, my tonics ebook, is so soothing before bed. So Patty, you can tell me, can you hear me and can you see me enough? We're having nighttime with Dara. Someone told me today on Instagram that it's one of her guilty pleasures. I said, what are the things that make you happy? What are the things that you like to do? And do them, and let's hear what they are. And somebody said they like to get fresh flowers and put them in their kitchen. Somebody said they're thinking of painting. Someone said they love breathing fresh air. I love buonasera. So much to talk about, so much to say. But let's just say food-wise, because I'm in the kitchen and I'm going to make dinner, is that there's romaine. And when in doubt, have some lettuce. And then I'm going to be putting some truffle out of it. It's so good. This is Nuvo olive oil, white truffle. So the salad will have fresh squeezed lemon, olive oil, salt, avocado, and then I found these. I didn't find them. I found them at Air One. So I'm going to saute them because anytime I need a little nurturing or a pick-me-up or a feel-good, it's mushrooms sauteed in coconut oil with sage, salt, and garlic, which I did cheat and I got some peeled garlic. I don't have any handy dandy garlic tool. If anybody wants to tell me about one. The Atmosphere, Puerto Rican vegan. This is old school. This is what we used to do this is what we used to do at nighttime. And my daughter, when she was about 10, now she's 21, she said, why don't you call it Nighttime with Dara? And I was like, that's perfect. Because I would make videos by candlelight and just simmer down, soothe everybody, and we would just have a nighttime tonic or a nighttime chat, certainly a nighttime snack, right? You know what? We need me to open up a restaurant, and I always thought it would be called You Get What You Get and You Don't Get Upset. This is kind of like, if you... I get inspired by the produce, right? This couldn't be on the menu because how did I know I was going to find them? So I would go to the farmer's market or see some produce, get inspired, and see what looks the most vibrant. I think I have a skill at picking the most exciting. So today, Anna, we are making a very light meal of romaine with white truffle olive oil, lemon juice, salt, and avocado. And then I'm making these mushrooms and I'm just going to saute them. And so we'll have sauteed mushrooms and a beautiful salad. There is something else. Yesterday, and I didn't do anything with it yet, I've been known to make something called cakeys. So when I make almond milk, which I do all the time, almond oat milk, almond walnut milk, almond cashew milk, maybe just oat milk, but when I have almond pulp left over, I don't like to waste it because it's beautiful organic raw almonds. And I really make myself turn it into something. So the other day, I took the almond pulp, I ground up flax. You could do it in a coffee grinder. Fresh flax gives you the most fresh omega-3 fatty acids. And I used some gluten-free flour, some maple syrup, some coconut sugar. I did use a little bit of molasses. I don't know if I did that in this batch. But you make it like a dough, and then you make it, I put in cinnamon and ginger, and I put in raisins, and then I just put them into little cookie shapes, and they come out like cake cookie, a cakey. So I was gonna bake some of these because that's a really nice thing to have at night. Nice for protein. It's not too sweet. You make it to your liking. So now we are going to, oh my God, sorry you guys, that was ridiculous. And I have to say I love using Nativa coconut oil, the butter flavor. So let's heat up the pan. And I really didn't think I was going to make a video because I just drove home 40 minutes from Dr. Sadeghi. Those of you who are OGs with me know our beloved Dr. Sadeghi, who has taught us about the Clarity Cleanse, about really the simpatico idea that I have always had, that when I met him, I met a physician who believed the same thing I did, and many of us now know this to be true and inherently know this to be true, is that and he says it so beautifully when he says our biography, what's going on in our lives, dictates our biology, how we feel. And I feel that our bodies are such amazing gauges for ding, 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 something hurts, you're doing something wrong. You touch the stove, don't touch the stove anymore. Oh, your thyroid is out of whack, what's going on in your life? What can we fix? How can we assist the body to be operating in a balanced way? So, do you think I need more light? Those of you who are not used to it. I'm coming back. I'm heating up the oil. So let's take a vote. I think we're fine, but I don't know. I like the moodiness of it. But in here, it's much brighter than it looks there. I'm not cooking in the dark. So it's nighttime with Dara. We're calming down. We're going to have a really simple, light meal. I'm going to have a cookie cakey for dessert with some fresh, cold almond milk. Sometimes you guys, no light. Okay, cool. Hi, Jordan and Ellen. So sometimes I make my almond milk and then I blend some cashews in with little maple syrup, a pinch of salt, maybe some sage, some vanilla. I just found out that you can't believe what happened. I don't know if I said this the other day. Hello. So, okay. You guys know of my love affair with coffee. I have had a love affair with coffee, breakups with coffee, love again with coffee. Reminds me of my youth, reminds me of my childhood. Fresh coffee was good. Coffee was always brewing and roasting and grinding, and my family, they were like coffee people. So, hold on. Coming back. I need someone following me. Okay. The mushrooms you don't want to cook on a high heat. You want them on kind of medium, and I'll check them in a second. So, oh, the pots fell. Okay, cool. Thank you, Veronica. No, the healing soup. That sounds delicious. Please email it to me. hello@DaraDubonnet. Anything you want to ask me or tell me, hello@DaraDubonnet.com. This lighting is everything. So you can't make this up, what I did the other night. So love affair with coffee. When I went raw, coffee's not part of the jam. It's not part of the game. It's not part of the lifestyle because coffee's acidic. And your whole diet is about being alkaline and being at peace and spirit rising. And coffee's kind of, if you drink coffee, definitely you want to make sure it's organic and it has no mold or, anything on it. You want to have like the purest, best, highest grade coffee. Um, so, but for 10 years I didn't have it. And that's when in 2006, I developed my non-coffee, my no coffee, or my coffee substitute energy tonic. And it was so good that I made a rudimentary ebook, which my friend Lisa and I did years later, recently, a very updated, beautiful ebook. And I think that I did a tonics DVD, which may or may not be on Amazon. I would grab it if you can because it will be vintage, never to be done again. But I really felt that I could satisfy myself with flavor and with the uplifting of maybe yerba mate. I've done the back and forth with coffee, and I can be off of coffee for a long time with a seriously healthy respect of like almost to the point where it's scary. It's a scary substance because if you've ever tried to go off of it, the migraines, the nausea, the fever, the whatever, the crankiness, the tiredness, the upset digestion, it's just wow. And it tends to sneak in when I travel if I have jet lag or if I'm near someone who's having it and then all of a sudden I'll just get a craving. So I haven't had some. Oh, you're checking your human design. That's awesome. So I need hot things in human design. So for my digestion. So that's why tonics have just been my jam, and hot liquids, hot chai, all kinds of matcha tonics. Anyway, so the other day I had some over vacation when I was away. I was just off the rail, off the wagon. I don't drink alcohol. I had some alcohol, wine, and then I had some coffee. And when I came home, I started having the itchy arms again, which used to bother me years ago. And I was up all night scratching my arms. And the next day, I called Dr. Sadeghi because we had done blood work, and he normally doesn't release the blood test results for the food until he's seen you. But I was like, I really have an important feeling. I feel like I ate something or did something. So he sent it to me, and number 4 is the highest. Any higher than a number 4 for this food allergy test is like, he said, like going into anaphylactic shock. Like, it's high. If something is a number 4 on the food allergy list, you just don't ingest it. So guess what? The only thing that was on my number 4 was coffee. Number 1, top of the list, nothing came close. And I had done a coffee enema the night before. So imagine at 10 o'clock at night, I think I'm doing this great thing. And nope, no. So I am fully and completely off of coffee. Mud water, right. And I used to have my own blend. Remember, I sold a blend. But I make my own tonics, and I can make it just be, I'm happy without the coffee. I'm not suffering. And I really think I sleep better, I look better, my mood is better, and now I won't have any reactions. So yes, I heard mud water. I think I actually have had it. So what we're going to have here is we're going to use the bowl that I got in Paris. It's still around. It's been everywhere. This has been camping in Utah with me. Yeah, no. Coffee enemas are a no, because it goes, that's like your colon, your intestine. They're so vascular. You're going to get whatever you put up there is going to be part of your system. So that would be a no. Let's check on, I just thought it was so amusing. I was like, wow, I really, oop. Here we go. Yeah, this bowl is so great. And these candles I got, they're a little wonky. They were like in Mendocino at one of my favorite shops called Corners of the Mouth. It's an organic grocery store dedicated to having the lowest price organic produce they can do. And they handmade candles, and these were like kind of like misfits, and they were like 29 cents a candle, so I got a whole bunch of them. Okay, we got our mushrooms cooking, and this is going to be so easy, such a simple dinner. Really, mostly it is it's such a what was I going to say? Such a blessing, really, to love grains and produce. It's such a blessing to get excited about making food at home. I don't know about you, but when I was up in Mendocino, I didn't have a kitchen, and I feel like I suffered. Like, I missed what you're saying, Mantic Demystifier. You can't make, I feel like you can make such a better coffee like drink. You can. I mean, just putting reishi in it and shilajit. And if you get my tonics ebook, you'll see the ingredients and where I buy them. Even if you don't, I have videos up on this channel showing you what's the deal with tonics. I crave them. I look forward to them. And you know what the really cool thing is if I wanted to have a coffee tasting drink at night, it doesn't have to be caffeinated. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little towel in here to absorb some of the moisture. Yes, this produce is like so exciting. The avocados but I'll tell you, even if I was in winter somewhere and up in Mendocino, it's still Northern California, but you can have kale, potatoes, onions, mushrooms. Like, I'll adjust to wherever I am as long as whatever it is, roots and shoots and fruits are organic, Oh, there's little doobies I hand painted on this towel. So cute. Join me at the Doobie Universe. Oh, I just love them. I love to draw them whenever I can. That's what I'm doing at night and in the morning. Ashwagandha, chicory for flavor. I mean, it's just put a little cardamom in. Let's put a little salt on the mushrooms and a little bit of sage. I told you guys that I order my sage, a big bag of it, and then I just refill it in this little container because I do use sage a lot in my almond milks and in my on my mushrooms. Cooking is like, it's love, like making your own food, making your own food is loving yourself. To me, it's such a pleasure, the smells. And do I have a garden? That's a really good question. In the front of my house in Venice, I have a raised bed with organic soil in it. It's been a number of years since it's been tended to. So, the fennel grows wild and the rosemary grows wild, and there are strawberries that keep coming, but it really needs to be tended to. Like, it's something I've been thinking about. So yes, I think that the amount of cost and labor to do it and the size of it doesn't warrant. It's more just like the energy of it would be so nice. Would it feed the amount of greens that I go through? My front bed wouldn't cover it, but I think it would be nice. I think what I actually wanted to do was start looking up online, like what yields the most, like what are good things to grow that will grow back, that makes sense, right? You don't want to grow a head of lettuce and then that's it, all that gorgeous soil and all that effort, and then it's a one-time shot. So you want something that grows back. I actually probably need some little help, really. There, sage. You can just, dry your own leaves, grind it up, and there you go. So yes, I am in Los Angeles. I'm in Venice, and there's no excuse. I certainly can grow herbs and things. I loved growing mint. I had chocolate mint, and the gardeners thought it was a weed. That happens. So yeah, so I need to make sense. Like rosemary's great. I like herbs right out my front. And there were a lot of things that grew there. It's really fun. I just need time. You need the time to do it, maybe help doing it. So I figure you have to choose where you want to put your energy, what makes the most sense. Like, I'm a projector in human design, and I want to be the most efficient with my time, right? So if I make a feng shui course, which is coming up next, that might be a better use of my time than growing some heads of kale that I could have purchased at this point, until I'm living somewhere where I can't walk around the block to go get the kale. We need salt, and we're good to go. You guys are... You guys, they are gorgeous. They are so gorgeous, the mushrooms. I'm so pleased I went for it. Oh, we got projectors in the house. So you can go look at jennazoe.com for, no, I'm sorry, she has a website called My Human Design. It's the prettiest human design website. Smell-o-vision. You know, I forgot the garlic, but that's okay. So now, what I want to tell you, we're going to do this. So we have some salt, so easy. We're going to grab a lemon, so easy. We have to remember, really, you know, you could use balsamic vinegar in your salads, but are you getting enough vitamin C? Are you getting enough vitamin C? Vitamin C helps the body produce collagen, and our body does not produce vitamin C. Oop, there goes a pit. So we have to add it, right? I know. Somebody doesn't like mushrooms. Oh no. Some people don't. But maybe sometimes they'll have it in cooked food or in a stuffing or something. Oh, this is just so nice. We'll do a little of the olive oil. See, notice Kirby. Herbie is faring well. We FaceTime every night. He's so cute and nice and grateful and happy and healthy. Knock on wood. He's 92. I know he misses me. He tells me all the time that I added 7 years to his life after Mama Sita, my mother Beverly, passed. He said he would have gone a couple of months later. He's like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and the food what you showed me. Ta-da! This avocado has a couple of brown spots, so we just avoid them. And here is our beautiful salad. So Herbie is faring so well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, he's quite a champ. I think black pepper is always nice. Hemp seeds are nice. On this, dulse is nice. Nutritional yeast. Go crazy. Keep it simple. I'm saying we're going to keep it simple. Oh, you know what else I have that I made? That I heated up, you guys? I could put some quinoa on here for protein. Hi. So is there anything else you guys want to know? Do you want to see the mushrooms? I'll show you. Oh, they're sizzling and they're so nice. I guess I should try one to see if it's cooked enough, yes? And then I'll make the cakeys and I'll make a tonic, and we don't have to be on all the time, but look how beautiful that is. I'm doing well today. I'm not tired today. I feel like things are a lot, and I'm helping people in sessions, and sometimes I need to, as Dr. Sadeghi says, recharge my battery. So I got an IV drip today. He's interested in detoxing heavy metals from me. Oh yeah. What a treat. These kind of remind me of Bolete. I'm so glad you're doing good today. Beautiful. Cooking mushrooms on my romaine salad. But those can cook a little more even. Could be nice. It's funny, you guys, I was thinking, you know how I was telling you about the cakeys, the little cookies that kind of feel like cake? And then you can put some vegan, what I do is the cakey isn't too sweet. And then I put some vegan Cool Whip on it or some vegan ice cream on it. It's amazing. I am so fortunate, Ellen, for Dr. Sadeghi. If anybody doesn't know who he is, there's a video from 7 years ago on this channel. And then there's also his book, The Clarity Cleanse. You can look up Beehive, BEHIVE of healing. So what do you say? We make cookies, or should this be? I'm going to make the cookies. Cakeys. Your body's yelling at you. Cakes and cookies. So these are like, yeah, these are like cookies that feel like cake. And then if I wanted to really be fancy and take some extra time, I would blend cashews with, I'll show you these. Blend cashews with a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of sweetener and a little bit of salt and a little bit of vanilla, although vanilla was somewhere on my list of possible no-nos. Way down at the bottom, but still a consideration. And then, but I was so grateful. It's not onions or garlic or any collards were a no-no, and butternut squash, but nothing that I like, need to have. And I don't need to have coffee. I'm happy to say, if anyone knows how to break up with coffee, it is me. Okay, so we're going to have these are so cute. I put raisins in them this time for extra sweetness and chewiness. So this is what I'm going to do. I don't make them fancy or perfect. I kind of like them imperfect. They look rustic. And then they just bake up like, I just put them in the oven and see what happens. And they're chewy on the inside. Yeah, why is your body yelling at you? We all want to know. It was a Smilene, Seagull. Thank you. These are the cakeys. I already said how to make them. Oh, look at all the likes. You guys are so sweet. Okay. It's funny, I have a little bit of soy sauce I'm going to put on it's namashoyu. I'm going to put the rest on the salad. I don't like to waste things. You know, I also love wasabi. So earlier today, I got some brown rice avocado sushi rolls, which I hardly ever do, but they were at Erewhon. They look so good. Wasabi with a little namashoyu, which is unpasteurized soy sauce. And it was like such a treat. So I'm thankful I'm not allergic to soy. I'm allergic to some things that I don't eat, some fishes, scallop, I think, but I would not eat scallops. I don't know, some other things that didn't really matter. Apples were somewhere low on the list. I shouldn't be having apples at the moment. And pears. But vanilla was the only big bummer. Vanilla and coffee. I don't know if I do or not. I don't have the test yet. He's thinking that maybe I do. And how do I have anything other than the most stellar blood test? Sometimes we ingest something. Sometimes there's something in the air or the environment. Sometimes it's old. I haven't had a blood test for heavy metals in 7 years. I like coconut aminos are a little sweeter. But it could have been from ages ago. Who knows? And then it's out of my blood and into my system. So I don't know what I haven't taken the test yet. I'm lightly smoking raw what? Or tofu. I like tofu. I definitely will have tofu. Extra firm tofu, sauteed a little bit. How decadent. Yeah, I don't know how I have anything. But here's the thing. If we're depleted, then we get depleted. If we are depleted in life, this is what I was talking about, where our biography dictates our biology. So if we're depleted in life, which I have been giving, and sometimes he said that we need to, if someone's using our phone, we need to charge our batteries. So it happens at any given time in life when things or someone drains, and maybe we are not fortifying ourselves. So, Trevon, why is my house so dark? There's no power outage. I made the decision to do I made the decision. That's funny. I mean, if you're not accustomed, if you're new to me, you won't know. Oh yeah, that got a little smoky. I don't know if you guys see it, but I got to open up the door. It's probably not a good idea to cook and, not focus. But in any case, setting off the fire alarm is not something I've ever done on this raw food channel. Although when I made food for Tim Robbins, the actor, years ago, I was in New Orleans and I was staying in his apartment and I made food and it was all raw food until one day I just wanted to toast some sesame seeds. But the toaster at the place that we were living at malfunctioned, caught on fire. And I needed to get out of the house to go to his set. He was to his trailer on the set of The Green Lantern, and the fire department came. It was such a scene. Then there was another day, and it was hot in New Orleans. There was another day where like birds started coming in and they were flying over the counter. I mean, I had so many stories, but usually I'm really meant to not cook food. I'm meant to eat raw food with some cooked toppings. Raw food with some tonics. Raw food, and pay attention to when I cook because I just forget. I do veg out with like Netflix shows. So my mind is always on, it does seem work because I'm a Capricorn and I'm always thinking about work, but my work is my love. So I do sometimes veg out with like a Netflix program, like back in the day, Jane the Virgin, or I just watch Bridgerton, or like to really zone out, there's a Turkish TV show called Love Me As I Am. And there's just something about seeing a different culture and hearing the language just soothes me. So, Seagull, you're off to meditate and set the tone for the day. Such a pleasure to see you too here, as always. OG. She's an original. Much love. Well, good for you. You ate your dinner. Yes, this is just nighttime with Dara, Trevon, where we kind of simmer down after the day, or when we even just need some soothing energy. And usually it was over like a nighttime tonic and we had like a soothing conversation. So next time, if you guys don't mind this lighting, maybe I'll have some more candles and we'll make a tonic and have some cakeys and discuss whatever you want to discuss. But most importantly, I wanted to show up. Most importantly, I wanted to show up, even if it's not anything grand and new, but just sometimes showing up is important in connecting. And I think in this time more than ever is that we really do need to Zoom and and YouTube and connect. Don't forget about the cakeys. Thank you. Maybe somebody wants to message me. It's true. Well, for some reason they shut off. I'll turn it down. That's funny. It'll shut off after 30 minutes, but they'll smell so good that I'll remember them. Normally, I would be dehydrating those, but they were good cooked too. And lightly cooked. It wasn't like overcooked. In any case, I think I've blah, blah, blah enough. We got to hang out. Yeah, sometimes it's just good, Ellen, to just show up. I was driving home and I thought I'm kind of low energy and I'm really like, I got reflexology and IV and driving and I thought, does anybody want to see me if I'm not like super perky and making something super cool? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Somebody does. You find it hard to be vegetarian. You got very dizzy and your legs got very thin. But I really felt the light feeling I got in my stomach. That's a topic. That's a really good topic. Because I think that we are kind of taught that we're supposed to have a dense feeling in our stomach, and I'm not sure that's true. So I'm not saying that everybody needs to be vegetarian or vegan. However, I would say try it for a month to be vegan, high greens diet. And then when you go to put meat in your stomach, it takes 48 hours to digest and it feels very dense. So I think maybe you're just psychologically and physically accustomed to the density. But really, how I feel is that we eat and we should still be able to move after we eat. I think we should still feel our brains functioning creatively. I don't think we're supposed to eat until we can't move or eat so it feels so dense. And I think it is something to get used to. I remember that feeling like needing to eat more frequently at first. And then your body needs less food than you think it needs, and it needs less density than you think it needs. So it's really knowing that you're going to be okay. You're not going to starve. I mean, it's okay to miss a meal. It's okay to eat just cucumbers for a meal. It's called a mono meal. It's okay to have a little hunger. I find that some people are not awake and creative until they are truly hungry. So consider what you're eating that might be making you sleepy and make feel too dense in your body. I do feel you're supposed to eat enough. I don't think that restriction is what it's about, but perhaps considering the psychology of it. Yeah, I think, and the world being upside down and whatever's going on is just like, it's definitely a drain because you step out of the house and you just see it. You see the masks and it's in your face, and the stores that have closed and the apartments that are empty and the streets that are empty that used to be very crowded here. Um, you know what, Tara? I think you might be psychic because yesterday Lisa said to me that I should do Patreon and that I should do Patreon and do videos. We were talking about doing, um, I do sessions for astrogeography for people, the astrology of place, and I do life direction sessions to help them figure out where to be, what to do, what their dharma is, what to do for career. And I want to be able to help many more than just one-on-one. So we were thinking of doing weekly Zoom, and people would send me their birth info and I'd be able to look at their charts and be able to do that. So Tara or Tara L, if you want to email hello at Tara Dubonnet, um, that would be amazing. I made your whole heart happy. So sweet. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do the sessions for a while longer. I would love to hear your thoughts, Tara. Is it Tara like Dara or Tara like Tara? Sarah or Dara? Sarah, I don't know how to ask you that in type. Yeah, I think less meat will make you feel lighter and better. It's Tara like Dara. So if you have any ideas for Patreon, there's some artists that I follow that are amazing that do Patreon, and they have to mail out merchandise. And I think mine would come in the form of communication. But I also wouldn't mind doing doobie merchandise if you've seen it. So anybody who has ideas, please let me know. I'm open. Hi. Hi, Ray Ray Bay. I think that I'm open to ideas. I'm letting the universe help decide what I'm doing next. I do know I'm going to be doing a feng shui class. It'll be a Zoom class for a moderate amount. And then I will be showing how to place the bagua over your floor plan and talking about all the areas of life and how to enhance them and fun tips and tricks in order to make your lives way better. So Oh, I would love to hear that podcast. I would love to know what you think and any of that, because Lisa suggested that I do it that way. So we are talking about that. So your email to Lisa would be very helpful. to remind and prompt us. So I think this is it. I think I'm going to have my shroomy shrooms, and I'm going to have my salady salad, my greeny greens. And I just love you guys. And I hope you're with me here and there, which is here, which is also on my Instagram, Dara Dubonnet, which is also my website, daradubonnet.com. And it's probably a good idea to sign up for my newsletter. I mean, you never know when things aren't going to be working. And it will allow us to connect always. So daradubonnet.com. I never thought to ask you guys that, but it might be a good idea. My cakeys and tonic. Thank you for reminding me. I love you guys. Love you so much. And I'm so glad I showed up and listened to my intuition overrode my whatever tiredness. And I'm going to be working out. I'm going to be dancing more. There's lots of fun stuff to happen. And maybe on the Patreon things where you share things like drawing and more, like I used to have more with Dara. But anyway, get your greens on, get your love on. That's most important. And get your stress off, because like Patty said, how could I possibly have anything wrong with my blood test or any heavy metals or anything? And I think that when we're depleted in any way, we could be depleted just energetically by what's going on in the world, by people around us. Maybe they're draining or intense or scared or whatever. So we must fortify. This is my fortification. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. Over 9 years. That's awesome. Mwah. Did it blow your way? There it goes. Oh, of course I will say hi to Sophia. Veronica, Mommy Veronica. Sophia, I wish I could see your face. How old is Sophia? How old are you, honey? I'm saying hi to you. I want you to listen to your mommy about food, and maybe you can watch some videos, and next time you can tell me which one you like or which hairstyle. And I hope you're eating your veggies. My daughter eats her veggies, and it's just the way to health for the rest of your life, honey. So, because you